Hey everybody, welcome to McKellar Motivational Monday, and although I know that on the East Coast it is technically Tuesday, it is Monday here in Los Angeles, which is where I'm doing it, which is pretty good for me. The last couple weeks I've not quite made it on Monday. So, hey everybody, so tell me where you guys are watching from. Hey Mystic Ninja, Rich, Garcia, Pacific Northwest, Oregon, very nice. Florida, late there, New York, Northern California, Mexico, Australia, very cool. And I am on Instagram, Facebook, and Periscope, in that order here. San Diego, Iowa, Ohio, wow, New York, Death Valley, nice. BC, Canada. I love Canada so much. I really do. I get to work there all the time. So yeah, so we're not going to do a totally long one tonight. It's going to be a little shorter because I'm talking about sleep, and most of us should probably be thinking about going to sleep soon. So I want to talk about some sleep hacks, like ways to get better sleep or fall asleep faster, or just throw some ideas around, things that work for me, things that work for you guys. And a lot of times the stuff we talk about here, they're not brand new ideas. They're things that we need to be reminded of. Alberta, Canada, oh, so beautiful there. So 6 a.m. where you are? Wow, okay, well you don't have that far. So here's the thing, to me, things to help us fall asleep, they go into two categories. One is things you need to do earlier in the day, and two are like tricks that will help you fall asleep in the moment. Sleepy time tea, yes, that's a good one. Tire yourself out. Pine needles in a hot bath? I had never heard that before. Had anyone else heard of that? Putting pine needles in a bathtub? I mean, I've heard of ice baths before, but not pine baths. I guess it would smell nice. I am live, Todd, and it is kind of late, but sometimes that's the only chance I have to do it, so. Podcast helps you sleep? Interesting. Thanks, Larry. The smell of pine? Acupressure on your wrists? Reading student posts puts you to sleep? That's funny. Not watching TV 2 to 3 hours before sleep. Yeah, so one thing people talk about is not watching a screen before bed. They say at least a half hour, maybe an hour. I'm sure all different people have different amounts of time. Breathing techniques? Yes, meditation. Okay, reading. Pine needles will poke, yes. The sound of a fan, white noise, totally. You read a lot, yeah. Right, because of blue light. I've heard that too. And yet here we are on our screens, totally. Read the Bible, yeah, reading something. You like a hot toddy? Is that like, hot toddies, they have whiskey in them, right? Or is that just how my mom used to make them? I don't know. Take melatonin? Yeah. I try not to take something. I feel like that's, not that it's cheating, but then you might become dependent on it. But I'm not sure how that compares to, say, chamomile tea, which has also really helped me. All right, so let's talk about some ideas. So let's make a list, all right? So that's interesting, Alan. You can't eat before you go to bed or it keeps you up. You know what happens to me? If I'm hungry before bed, I can't sleep. And I've tried this so many times because I know you're not supposed to sleep. You're not supposed to eat right before you go to bed. But if I'm hungry, I cannot sleep. And I will like lay there for 2 hours hungry. I mean, I don't do this anymore because now I know better. And then I will eat like a little bar, like a fig bar or something, and I'm out. So I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Exercise, great. So let's make a list. So things that help during the day for that night, for sure exercise. I mean, that's got to be like number one on the list. It's certainly true for my child. It's true for me. Get exercise during the day, your body's going to sleep better at night. That's just the way it goes. Anything else during the day? Also, meditation. As long as you don't do it too close before bed, I find that helps to train my brain to know how to wind down and shut down. If I've done it during the day, like late morning or early afternoon, meditate even 20 minutes, then I find that at night my brain So, oh, okay, now we're going to shut down again, except this time it's for sleep. So those are a couple. Yeah, eating right. That's an excellent one. Thank you, Vaughn. Yes, or Jeremiah. Eating right. Yoga is another great one. Yeah, eating healthy, because if you eat bad food, then your body's going to have a harder time processing it, and then you're not going to do as well. Careful not to have caffeine later in the day. Absolutely. So now let's talk about, oh, James, did I ever say hey to you, James? Well, hi. I won't touch what subject? I missed something over there. LOL, Danica won't touch that subject. I wonder what it was. Now I'm curious. Stretching, yes. Okay, but let's talk about stuff. Oh, my feelings on marijuana? I mean, I don't know. I mean, is it legal or not? It's like it's legal in states but not the country. I don't know. I mean, it's not for me, but I mean, I know that medical marijuana has helped a lot of people, so I'm certainly not going to pass judgment on it. If something helps, it helps. So things to do right before bed. So things like literally right before bed. So chamomile tea, as long as you don't drink too much, because then, I have to pee. Chamomile tea, in fact, I have some brewing right now. I thought to myself, before I do this broadcast, I should start brewing tea so it's like ready. It's funny, my mom's a meditation instructor, and she says not to meditate right before bed. I don't remember why. You're not supposed to meditate right before bed. I don't know. Shower before going to sleep, yeah, that probably helps, like the water running. You can watch TV to go to sleep. So, I don't know about watching TV. The idea is maybe you're not supposed to watch a screen right before bed. Essential oils. If something's worrying you, write it down. It gets it out of your head. That's great, Rob. Yeah, if something is bothering you, or if you have an idea or you're thinking about what you need to do the next day, that helps me tremendously to write it down. Just like write it down so that I don't have to think, oh, am I going to forget to do such and such? That's great. Yes, breathing sequences. Smell lavender. I don't really use aromatherapy enough in my life, but I'm going to try lavender. You guys have been really great. Chloroform and a handkerchief. Interesting. I don't know about that one. Don't do that one, people. And white noise. Yes, I actually use a fan. I put a fan on in the room because I love white noise. I love white noise. I love chamomile tea. I love deep breathing. So you breathe in for a count of 5, you hold for a count of 7, and you'll breathe out for a count of 8. 5, 7, 8. And I'll do 20 of those before I go to sleep. Helps a lot. So tea, breathing, stretching. Okay, and there's one specific stretch that's really good for helping you to sleep, and that is simply putting your legs out in front of you and bending forward. So you're stretching the back of your legs. And that, for some reason, feels so good right before going to sleep. I highly recommend it. In fact, when my son is having a hard time going to sleep, I'll get into his bed with him and we'll both do a forward stretch. And they lay back down, and it's like, it feels so much better, and he can snuggle up and fall asleep. Listening to calming music? Yeah, that could help. Hug your favorite teddy bear? That's another great idea. I don't have one. Well, I've got my son. You tap lemongrass on the pillow. Ooh, and a nice sleep rain. This is great. Have you guys gotten some good ideas on this broadcast so far? Like, have you gotten some new ideas? I would love to hear what you guys are, like, what are the new ideas that you had not really thought of, or that you weren't doing, or that you kind of forgotten about, but you're going to try again? Which ones? Kathy, you have? Oh, that's cool. Reading books, putting a boring podcast on. Yeah, rain sounds with lavender and mint scents. Those are new ideas. That's great. What is ASMR? Oh, that's that. Is that? I didn't think that was relaxing. I don't know much about it. See, for me, if I read before bed, then I'm thinking about whatever I was reading, and that doesn't help me. So that one doesn't work for me, but it could totally work for a lot of you, and that's fantastic. And you know what I'm going to try? Because one thing that I don't do is essential oils, like aromatherapy for sleeping. So I'm going to try that for sure. I sleep with, the other thing I do is I sleep with an eye mask and earplugs. So, and it sounds counterintuitive, but I put an eye mask, earplugs, and then I also put a fan on for white noise. I don't know. So adding to that, the only thing I haven't covered up is my nose, I guess, so my mouth, so I can smell. So I can put some lavender on my pillow. Headspace app is a meditation app that has options to help you fall asleep. I don't believe you, Keith. You have earplugs too? Yeah, I love that. I put the earplugs in and I feel like everything else goes away. With the questions, we are talking about ideas. We're exchanging ideas for how to fall asleep faster. Some things you won't say make people sleepy. Okay, got it. Do you put my forearm over my head while sleeping? No, I just put an eye mask on. Yeah, so white noise, fans, chamomile tea, stretching the back of the legs by just sitting down, putting your legs out in front of you and bending forward, feeling that stretch. Just hold it for like 30 seconds or a minute if you can. You sleep better smelling cinnamon? That's interesting. You sleep with a CPAP? Well, most of us don't have access to one of those. Make it cold in your room, you fall asleep faster. Yeah, that helps. It's hard to fall asleep when the room is hot. You listen to Hawaiian music to fall asleep? That's cool. That's great. You guys, thank you so much for all of your ideas. I'm hearing some people saying they're praying to fall asleep. That's interesting. I never thought of doing that. You know, Larry, honestly, I prefer a really late schedule too, but once you got kids, it's not happening. You really need to go to sleep. Okay, how many of us need to go to sleep right now? Raise your hand. Do a little high five. Say yes. Me. You. Yes. Scope your face. Who needs to go to sleep? You, network guy. God Hands, T-Bomb, Davey, Maple. Yes. Anybody else? Fresh Club's always faster. Yes. You, Carrie, Man, Derek. Yes. You, John, Vieira, Jean, Dewey, Mon, Peabody. Yes. Spicy Rose. Jim, Ferrero. Creative Inspirational Mama. Nice. You, Marie. Yep. Lisa. Okay, so yes, Jersey Devil. Okay, we are going to go to sleep now. We're all going to go to sleep. We all have some great ideas for how we're going to do it. What am I going to do right now? I'm going to drink a little chamomile tea, not too much. You have to. Zen hula. We'll get some sleep. Everybody, Kathy, yeah, why are we all still up? So I have a soothing voice. Oh, I can try to help you guys just go to sleep. Oh my gosh. Okay, there's something I should tell you about. There's this little thing I do. I don't know if it'll help any of you. I do this. I say this to my son sometimes if he has a hard time going to sleep. It's called the universal swing. It's a long story where this comes from. It's from when I did eye exercises for my eyes when I was a kid. It's a long story, but imagine that the bed you're lying in starts swinging back and forth, just gently swinging from side to side. And then you imagine other things in your room also swinging back and forth and back and forth. And then eventually you start naming all those things, and then you start imagining the entire room swinging back and forth. And then you start expanding it to other rooms in the house, very specific. And then eventually the front yard, the backyard, or if it's an apartment, the entire building. When I'm staying in a hotel, it's the whole hotel, the lobby. And then you bring it out to the street, And you imagine the cars and the street lights and everything just swinging back and forth. And then you bring it all the way out. Your vertigo. Close your eyes. It might be okay. Slowly. Not really slowly. Oh my God, you guys are so funny. Some of you love this and some of you hate it. Well, you know what? Different strokes for different folks, people. It's all different. Then you eventually make your way out to the street and other houses, your neighborhood, your city, your state or province or whatever, your country, your continent. You imagine the globe, and then I go out to the solar system and the galaxy and the universe. By then, I mean, he's asleep. So I do this for my child. But you can do it for yourself. But if I do it for myself, the only way it works is if I'm actually doing it out loud. So I have to be by myself if nobody else wants to hear it. But swinging will make you dizzy. Maybe if your eyes are closed, then it would be okay. I don't know. Anyway, I just thought I should share that with you since it's something that happens in this house called the universal swing. I'm good at AMSR. Am I doing that right now? I don't know enough about that to know what it is exactly. Listen to Bossa Nova. So we are now, whether you use my universal swing idea or just stretching, have some tea, do some breathing exercises. Breathe in for count of 5, hold for count of 7, out for count of 8. Do that like 20 times. And then maybe a little lavender if you have that. I have to go see if I even have some. And then we're all gonna go to sleep like good little girls and boys. We're gonna go to sleep. We're gonna sleep really, really well and have a wonderful day tomorrow and a wonderful week. Thank you so much for all of your follows and all your shares. Thank you to those of you who are following me on Matchmaker Mysteries for Instagram and Facebook. It's Matchmaker Mysteries, all one word, and on Twitter it's Match Mysteries. That's my new show for Hallmark Channel, premiering October 6th, and we're doing contests and little games and things. So it's been a lot of fun. Have a wonderful, wonderful. Hey, Carrie, try some of these ideas. Try some of them. Do the universal swing out loud. If you missed any of it, you can go back and watch. And good luck and good night. Mwah. Bye.